Today on iPad 365, we show you how to shop better for your iPad apps without having to fight some scrawny little 5'3" woman. This episode brought to you by Stitcher Internet Radio. Hey everybody, Jeffrey Powers here. Welcome to iPad 365, the show where we review an app a day to keep your iPad in play. It is Wednesday, and we've got some utilities for you so you can be a little bit more productive and a little bit more useful with your iPad. My iPad fills up with applications every single day. In fact, I've maxed out my 16 gig, my 32 gigs, so it is what it is. You know, when you do an iPad show, it's like, hey, download this app. Okay, I'll download this app. Don't like this app, move on. Download this app. No, I don't like this app. You gotta remove a whole bunch of applications. Some applications that I really want to keep on my iPad, but in all reality, I just have to move on and take them off for the time being. So then I save them on my computer, and that's the biggest reason to have a computer hooked up. Of course, you can take your iPad and put it to your iCloud and save your applications on your iCloud. But of course, if you save the applications on your computer and you have an iPhone, then you can actually have those applications switch over to your iPhone, of course, if they work on the iPhone, and then go from there. But the interesting thing about this is just the fact that I've got tons of applications. They come and they go. And I like to thank everybody that's been giving me applications to try out. We're going to get to your application as quick as we can. Of course, we've got tons of stuff. If you got an application you want me to talk about, go over to iPad 365 on Twitter or email me at ipad365show@gmail.com. All right, like I said, today is Utility Wednesday, and we've got a great utility for you. It's a way that you can find applications at a discounted price to see what's out there for free. Now, of course, a couple weeks ago, I talked about Free App a Day, which is a website that you can go to find applications. But most of those applications are games. There are some programs, some productivity applications, but a lot of games on that, which is great. But I need something to see other applications that might be free, for a couple days, that are utilities, that are business applications, and so I can tell you guys about it. That's why I found this one right here. It's called App Shopper, and basically what it is it's a app that tells you what's free, what's discounted. It gives you a whole bunch of sections. It gives you a whole bunch of filters. Like, for instance, I could choose the sections, and I could say what's new, and I can take a look at the what's new list, and I can find this BCF formations. WordPress just got an update. Wikitude is just got an update. That's absolutely free. The couple other applications which are in different languages, which I don't know what they are. One looks like an email application, so on and so forth. So you can go through and you can do a lot of different filters. Like, for instance, there's another part in here called wish list. Now, what you do is you create an account, and then you find the applications, you put them on your wish list. It will then let you know when something's changed on it. Like, for instance, that TomTom application from a couple years ago, you know, the car driving application, it was like $99.99. A lot of people were going, whoa, that's way too expensive. So you'd put an application like that on the wish list and hope that they run a special 3 months down the line to get more people in. So you can get it at $60 as opposed to $100, or get it for free for a day as opposed to paying $100 for that application. So a lot of great ways that you can set a whole bunch of filters on there: free, paid, updated, iPhone, iPad, or universal. So it switches between iPhone and iPad. Of course, I don't think it tells you if there's an Android application out there, although that would be kind of cool if this app shopper could actually compare with Android apps out there. That would make it a little bit more functional. But anyway, the name of the application is called App Shopper. You can check it out, and that's absolutely free on the App Store. One application I use a lot is an application called Stitcher. Stitcher Internet Radio lets you listen to your podcasts on your iPhone, on your iPad, on your Android device, on your WebOS device, on your BlackBerry. All you have to do is download the application, set a whole bunch of podcast favorites. So, like, for instance, iPad 365, you can look for that and then set it as your favorite. And then every time that you go into your favorites, iPad 365 is in the list. You start at one podcast and it goes through the podcast. And it does something a lot of other podcatchers don't do. Goes to the next episode of the next show in your list. So you could be sitting there, you could take a walk. I use it all the time when I go for my daily walks. Put in my headphones, turn on Stitcher, and I'm listening to my tech shows. All the podcasts that I have on my favorites list right on my phone. I don't have to touch my iPhone. I can continue to walk. I don't have to search for another show. Once one's done, it just goes to the next one. I could talk for hours about Stitcher Internet Radio. It's a great program. You should check it out. Go over to Stitcher.com/geek. Stitcher.com/geek. Enter in your email address. Download the application for your smart media device, and you could win yourself $100. Now, if you also have a Ford vehicle, you can get Stitcher in your Ford. So that's pretty cool, too. And that's all over at Stitcher Internet Radio. Remember, Stitcher.com/geek. You could win $100. And that's this episode for today. What do you think? Do you use App Shopper? Do you like App Shopper? Do you not like App Shopper? Let me know. iPad365 is the Twitter. iPad365show@gmail.com is the email address. You can also send it in video format and do a 1 or 2 minute review of your favorite iPad app and send it to me. And of course, we'll do that on Viewer Friday. Tomorrow is Productivity Thursday. We've got a great app for you, so we will see you in 24 when it will be another iPad 365. You guys geek out. You should follow Graphite on Twitter @GraphiteINC.